It's the 1st of September. Can you smell that, folks? Grass being cut. Magpies swooping. Tom and I are broadcasting from a hotel bed together. It's time to bounce that pill. Happy September, everyone. What a magnificent weekend of football it was. AFLW had clear air. We've just landed in Sydney. If you're watching on the video, you can see that Tom and I are under the sheets together in Tom's hotel room bed.
Yes.
We're just getting cozy. To rev up for the M finals and to chat through the W. I'm joined by my co-host, a man who he's not fully committed to the doona.
No.
Please welcome Tom.
It's a little too warm, but I mean, let's just be real, Broden. We're in the bed because the hotel room's so tiny. We didn't have a lot of.
Well, there's one element of it is yes, we are broadcasting from a tiny room, but then also I think it's going to hook people. People are going to be like, "Whoa, my favorite podcast." Two of the hosts are broadcasting from Tom and Broden are broadcasting from bed.
Yeah.
Wow, I gotta watch this.
Absolutely.
I think you're going to see, like, if you're watching on YouTube, look down and look at the view number. I think you'll see it's about 1.8 million people who are watching this.
Roof.
It's a very special episode as well. It's brought to you by Mobil Supreme 98 Plus at 7-Eleven. Our mates at 7-Eleven. Go further. And why don't you go premium with Mobil Supreme Plus 98 at 7-Eleven? And just as we always do, we're doing Round the Grounds, but I, this week, am doing it to the smooth jazz that you're hearing now as I beat poem the AFLW Round the Grounds for Round 3. Let's do it. Yeah. Whim, wham, scammity, screw. Here's my Round the Grounds for the AFLW. The W games were good. They were pleasing. Started in Darwin, the Dons beat the Tigers in what felt like wet season. The Giants are bad. They're a bit on the nose. They went and got beat by the Kawana Crows. Euroke, that Saints blew a 3-goal lead. In the last 32 points to 1, they beat them. Oh, geez. Sydney beat Cats. It was a hoi polloi. Sydney are very good, especially that Chloe Malloy.
Yes, and Zippy Fish.
And Zippy Fish as well. Yadapulti Power bounced back, and they bounced back every damn bim-bam bit. The Gold Coast Suns are very, 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 very shit. Hawks beat Dogs. It was a clean, fair and noble game. It was noble. Crazily, no goals were scored after half-time at Whitten Oval. Kangas pumped Dockers with a bim-bam-boom pop. Walyulup look flat, and the Roos are of the ladder on top.
Oh, yeah.
Carlton and Lions is a game we haven't caught. It's just started now, though I did see some Blues players at the Brisbane airport.
Did you? Who'd you see?
Well, I saw their team around them.
Did you see Mimi?
No, because they flew in yesterday, obviously. They played now.
Like the emergencies.
But I saw sort of maybe the media team.
Sure.
But that's Round the Grounds. Hope you had lots of fun. Let's have a little sing.
I've got something to rhyme with fun.
Yeah, okay, do it.
Say it again.
No, keep going. We're still in the thing.
Yeah, but say the line again. What'd you say?
Well, that's Round the Grounds. I hope you had fun.
Tomorrow, Tom is starting a run. 150 Ks. He will run in September. I'm very stressed out. I don't know if it's possible.
But that didn't rhyme.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that in there.
Oh, man, that was weird. It made me go zing. Now it's time for Tom. Give me that sting.
The Bombers are coming hard. They're coming very hard.
There were some good games this weekend, and we're going to do some W match of the rounding. What was your match of the round, Tom?
So,
as he leans forward in his bed next to me. What was your match of the round, Tom?
So I had my my 7-Eleven moment of the round, Broden, which I really wanted to lead into.
Go with that.
Really wanted to lead in.
The 7-Eleven Premium 98 moment of the round, moment of the week, yeah.
So I really was looking forward to watching my sons play a team that I thought was on equal standing, perhaps.
Yes, because in the W, if you don't listen, Power, the Yadapulti Power, or Port Power, played Gold Coast Suns. They both were bad
Yep.
in their first 2 games, but they came head-to-head this week.
Yeah, and I think they both had like a percentage of like 30 or something horrid.
So we're saying they're a rung below some of the better teams, we'd say.
Perhaps 2 rungs below.
2 rung, but let's see how 2 equally paired teams kind of go at each other.
Yeah, and the Yarrapulti was just fucking sick. And in particular, my moment of the round, I think Matilda Scholz kicked 2 of the first 3 goals in the game.
Right.
And just one of them just casually picked it up around the boundary, just strode in, no Suns going with her, just slots a drop punt from like this incredible angle, just to really set the tone. And it was just like a really incredible output from Port, which I thought was awesome.
Port have your number in the M and the W now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're really like a bit of a bogey team.
They ran up the highest ever AFLW score in this game.
Until North Melbourne scored 114. Which
Today.
Is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and especially Matilda Scholz, I think she might be my favourite player. To be honest, I didn't really know who she was until she took that incredible mark of the year last year.
Yeah.
And since then, I've been following her on TikTok and following her game, and she's incredible. I think she had 4 goals, leaded the hit-outs, absolutely dominated us.
So 22 disposals, 16 hit. Keep in mind, all of these stats as well are with essentially a quarter less. So kicked a career-high 4 goals and 14 score involvements, and also Gemma Horton also kicked 4.
It really just made it look effortless. So that's my moment and my match of the round.
Well, allow me to go off as well, because my match of the round and moment of the round comes from the same game.
Yep.
I've been watching the D's lose to Collingwood a lot in recent times, and I was so happy in the dying seconds of a game at Vic Park, Collingwood's spiritual home, to watch the D's go level with the Pies and then win it.
Yeah.
So Pies kept coming. Some shocking, just horrible umpiring. It was clearly to make Collingwood win.
Yeah,
just
totally.
so down the line, just infuriating.
You're not the only person saying it, Brod.
Alyssa Bannon, just classy as, just ducks through some Collingwood traffic, kicks it to the goal square, and Kate Hoare, friend of the pod, Kate Hoare, marks in the square, puts us up. Collingwood had 2 chances after this, count 'em, in the last minute, 2 chances to go ahead or to tie and miss both. And it was a blessing. The umpire was like, damn!
Yeah.
I love this game. And Alyssa Bannon is my moment of the week.
So, are Collingwood good?
They're...
Because Melbourne are very good.
Well, yeah. Well, so our percentage dropped dramatically from in the 500s down to the 300s.
300s.
And we dropped on the ladder because of that.
Oh,
to
right.
second.
Yeah, sure.
But no, Pies really turned it on, and we had a weird moment. We obviously lost potentially our best player, Olivia Purcell, for the season.
Yeah, that's going to
But I think Molly O'Hara, number 3 pick, potentially had her best game as well.
So kick a little straighter and Collingwood win, which would be great for the competition. We've been saying this for ages now.
Well, we've been saying it for ages. But there are moments of the round. Tom, give me one of them. We will talk about W in more detail a little bit later, but now it's time to jump over to the men's after this sting. Do you know what happened during the week, Tom?
Talk to me.
Which we haven't really talked about on the pod yet because it happened Thursday night.
Yep.
All Australian team revealed.
That's right. I've been stewing on Paddy's insolent comments.
What are you doing?
Since Wednesday.
Insolent?
The one thing,
Insolent.
You know how people say stuff like I probably say things to you and you get really pissed off at me and it stays with you for a while. You know how people do that to each other. I don't think Paddy's ever said anything that annoyed me until he said that Tristan Sherry was like 5th or 6th ruckman in the comp for him.
And
that's fucking stuck with me on Wednesday, and I couldn't get it in on Wednesday because we were on Zoom. I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
But when he said that, I wanted to fucking pop off, mate. And I think it's a disgrace, Paddy.
What he said that Sherry's the 5th best ruckman.
So I think someone said, oh, people are mad that Sherry missed out. And I was going to be like, yeah, me too, even though I think Grundy and Gawn were better. And then Paddy was like, not for me. I think for me, he's the 5th or 6th best ruckman in the league. And
You need to calm down.
He had Cameron and Marshall in over him, I think, is where he had it. And I just disagree. I just think
You've gone off.
We've rarely seen a tackling machine like that.
If you're not watching, Tom is beetroot red and veins are pulsating out of his head.
Upset.
At a 24-year-old lad.
Yeah.
Just saying a passing word about Tristan Sherry.
I think if Grundy didn't have a virtuosic season, if Sherry didn't get injured, then he's in even above Gawn. And I know that's controversial.
Let's go through the back line.
Okay.
The first one being in the back pocket, Josh Battle.
Ba-bum.
Never previously All-Australian. Played all 23 matches this season. How many goals do you reckon he kicked in the
Zero.
back? Zero. He averaged 18 disposals, 80% disposal efficiency. Who's Josh Battle?
Josh Battle is a fantastic player, but can I tell you why I don't like this? One, I thought Cal Wilkie was a better person for this position. And two, even Sam Mitchell was saying it halfway through that the new Barras and Battle were taking a while to warm into the Hawthorn backline, remember? So he's from the Saints. So even Sam Mitchell was saying, oh, yeah, they're not really gelling down back yet,
I'm
right?
sure Sam Mitchell would say that he should be an All-Australian now.
Yeah,
though.
I'm sure. Yeah, and he's deserving. Can we just put it out there? The whole 40 is very deserving. Very deserving. I just liked Cal Wilkie better for this position.
Cal Wiki.
Cal Wilkie.
Yeah, I don't. If I'm being honest, I don't really pay attention to many defenders.
Yeah.
But having been said, firstly, I just want to say Tom has really got comfy in the bed now, and he's really warmed into it.
Yeah,
He's really
I'm warm
stretched
now.
out in the doona now. My favourite player, fullback, Sam Taylor.
Yeah, I like Sam
GWS
Taylor,
Giants.
yeah. That's the
Easy,
right thing,
easy decision.
I think Worrell was the other one. Potentially, you could have had battles. The people really like
The
Worrell.
Crows fans came in for Worrell and
Yeah,
said,
because they have been so dominant this year, you know?
"What me Worrell?" They said.
Yeah.
He played 19 games. So he missed a
He missed
few.
quite a few. Interesting. Because I thought it was crazy that Darcy made the squad, to be honest. Because Sam Darcy missed 7 or 8 games. So I thought if you can't have Sherry in the squad when he missed 3, and you can have Sam Darcy, I thought it was crazy.
Is it rude to say that Josh Dacos played like one good, really, really good game?
One good game and the rest was shit.
No, well, that's not what I said. Jordan Clark on the other side.
Now, this is can I tell you my favourite thing about this?
Yes.
It's so good to see Geelong lose a superstar.
Jordan Clark, ex-Geelong player.
Yeah, I believe so. That's right, isn't it? Should I Google it?
Yeah, yes.
Broden's Googling it.
No, you Google it. Never previously an All-Australian. He was in the 2024 extended squad.
Yeah.
He had 23 matches this season, 2 goals he kicked. And, 24 disposals, 75. Disposal efficiency is important, and I like they put that in the data.
Yeah.
He is an ex-Geelong player.
He is an ex-Geelong player. And I had him all year in my Supercoach draft. Loved Jordan Clark. Very good player.
At the halfback, we've got Bailey Dale.
Yeah, I think
Everyone
this is
agrees
well
with
deserved.
this.
Yeah, I think so.
2021 Australian, All-Australian, so he's back to his form. He was an extended squad last year, and he had played all 23 this year.
Yeah, this is a mild bend of the rules. Like, I feel like he played midfield pretty much, don't you think?
It is a bit. Well, I think this back. Let's read through this back line.
Okay,
and you
okay.
tell me which of these. I mean, Harris Andrews is another fullback.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a centre half back either.
No, he's a proper fullback in my opinion.
But yeah, welcome back, Harris Andrews.
Yeah.
It's his 3rd All-Australian, and he played 23 matches. Harris Andrews, obvious.
Yeah,
Easy
very
decision.
good player. I would have had Alex Pearce and some others. I would have had Sam Collins in over him, but I accepted. I accepted.
Wanganeen Malira in the back flank. I know
He did technically play there a lot, but yeah, look, he's a really gun midfield now, isn't he?
he's a defender like how I say I'm from Adelaide so that I can shit on Adelaide.
Yeah, he's a rebounding ball user.
Yeah. On the wing, Bailey Smith, who is not a wingman.
No, but he's an excellent midfielder.
But let's value the role of the wing.
But is this
The wing
wing
is
or
a-
is it just a centre?
Centre. So centre goes through.
Wing, centre, wing,
Yeah.
and then all right, because I was getting confused about the interchange. So
Wing
that
is a
makes
different
sense.
skill. Wings have bigger engines. They run longer, and also he's not a great kick. When you look at his
At times, yeah.
64% disposal efficiency.
I don't disagree with you. He does. He is a bit of a Melbourne would like him. He does just sort of bomb it into the 50.
But this was the moment of the night. Was him talking about 12 months previous, being in a psych ward,
Yeah.
to use his wording.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I know, and it really gave great clarity to just what he was going through and why he wanted the change from doggies. And it's nice to hear sometimes. Well, not nice. I'm sad that
No,
he went
but
through
nice for
that.
him to be vocal about
Yeah,
it.
nice to be vocal and to lower the stigma around it and to just give the general public greater understanding of those moves, because I think there would be a lot of Doggies fans out there who have probably been hating on him all year but are now a bit softened by it,
Yeah.
It's the right reason to be making that sort of move, I think.
But I hope you are on the mend, mate, and I hope you feel better, but also congratulate. What a genuine turnaround in 12 months.
Incredible. I I harp on about it all the time, but he's just such a good player. I think he's such a star.
I was going to say as well, ACL is a big enough thing. But
Yeah.
I'm sure they're all interconnected in your whole your whole being. But yeah.
Oh, imagine, being, because he's quite young, 22, and your whole identity is being the superstar footy player, and then you got to sit out a year.
Yeah.
It must be incredibly difficult.
Jordan Dawson in the middle and vice captain. Now, he played for the Sydney Swans, Tom. Are you across this?
Yeah, why did he leave?
Fumbled the bag.
Imagine how good they'd be if he stayed.
He's in there. People thought maybe he could have been captain. He didn't. Spoiler alert. Hugh McCluggage on the other wing makes sense.
Yeah, Hugh McCluggage was one of my picks. I think he's a very good player.
And now let's put an hour to the midfield, to the middle, right?
Yeah.
The 8-time, count 'em, 8-time All-Australian, friend of the pod, Max Gawn.
Can I do an early Malacca that I have on the list for later?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I think it's outrageous that they made Jeremy Cameron captain and not Gawn.
Gawny has been captain before.
No, he never has. I read about it.
Genuine. Well, I don't think... Look, can you give captain to a captain of a team that loses whenever there's 10 points in it?
Well, I think it's interesting. But, I mean, it personifies how much of a great leader he is when you guys lose. And for an 8-time All-Australian to never be captain, I just feel like it's outrageous. He's absolutely the right choice.
Noah Anderson also could have been a captain, first time in there.
Yeah,
He's
happy
been in the
with that.
extended squad twice. Noah Anderson, great season. Congratulations,
Yeah,
Noah
fantastic.
Anderson.
Thank you, Noah.
Ed Richards, Ranger, I love... Isn't it funny looking at all the Blazers when you see the orange Ranger stands out so boldly and beautifully?
I'm very happily surprised with this. I thought he might be one that slips through the cracks, you know?
Yes, but also he's had heaps of it, but also not the best disposal efficiency.
I think sometimes, yeah.
Heaney got in. Half
Yes,
forward
well
flank.
deserved, I think. Well deserved. I think you're always unders on Heaney, I reckon.
Jeremy Cameron just straight in, no discussion, but also is the captain and was like, I don't know. He said something along the lines of, what would your rev up speech be to everyone? He said, I would ask one of the 6 captains in this team. Zach Bailey on the other side. Zach Bailey.
Yeah, I think he's great. I think I said this when we were doing our predictions. I do think the forward line is where I could really get into some debate because...
He kicked 30 behinds, 33 goals, 30 behinds.
Yeah, and then Ben King kicked 68 goals and hasn't got a mention, you know? Mitch Georgiades kicked 54, hasn't got a mention, you know? I think there's some odd choices in the forward line, but if you're going for a balanced team, I'll take Zach Bailey in any team, anytime.
Thilthorpe, welcome. How cool. Thilthorpe has arrived.
Yep.
This is the year of the arrival of Thilthorpe.
Yep.
Jack Gunston, who...
What
a story.
This is 7 years in between Guernseys, I think.
2018 was his last one. He's been in the extended squad a bunch of times. But what a story. He was about to apply for the pension.
Yeah.
Like 65-year-old man.
Yeah, 68 goals or something. Crazy.
Yeah, he kicked 62 goals and 32 behinds.
Crazy. No, very well deserved. Happy with Jack in there.
And then my mate, Cozzy.
Yeah.
20 matches, 40 goals he got in the end.
Yeah, he did well. 2 goals as a small forward running through the mid. It's very impressive.
And then the interchange.
See, this is why I don't understand it, because this interchange you're about to read out is my actual midfield. So why are they on the interchange?
Dacos, Bontempelli, Caleb Sarong and Matt Rao.
So they're all my first choice midfield. Like that's the best midfield ever assembled, you know? Like, it's very odd that they're on the interchange.
Great. I looked at this and I kind of went, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, for the fun of it and for the pod, you can debate a few positions, but overall, very happy.
I would have just said maybe, I don't know who you take out, but maybe another ruckman.
I think Grundy and Sherry were so deserving, but I don't know who you'd take out. I mean, you could take out a forward and put one of them in, but they didn't play forward, right? So you could take out an interchange. I would be happy with Rao to be out for Grundy.
What about an emergency on the All-Australian? What do you think of that?
Fun. Yeah.
Who cares? Just do it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Who cares? Just give me that sting.
Here he is again, the horny one.
This is the first update on the bed podcast. I just want to see how you're feeling sitting in bed doing the podcast so far.
Yeah, I think it's cozy and it's nice. It's a bit warm though, isn't it?
It's changed my energy about how I'm approaching these things. You might not be able to hear it. Maybe you can. I'd love to know. But I'm in bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sort of chill.
It's that kind of... Do you ever do a lot in bed? Like
no,
work
I'm
in
not.
bed?
No, I'm not that guy. Do you? You don't either. You go to cafes and stuff.
Some Sunday mornings when I'm preparing for the pod, I'll stay in bed till like midday.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Have shadow on one arm, and then I'm typing, preparing the show, and I'll put the round so far on and something like that. And it gets a bit sweaty if I'm being honest, but I do like it as well.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's our first update. Just a tour life update from us, folks, as we talk about our wonderful touring. How have you found you've been on the road now for about 10 days.
Yeah.
How have you found it?
Oh, just completely exhausting and so rewarding and so fun at the same time, you know?
Why are you putting meat out for days?
Yeah. Look.
If you didn't listen on Thursday, I walked into Tom's room to record a podcast the other day.
Yep.
I walk into his little kitchen.
Yep.
And there's a big piece of beef steak, raw, sitting on a plate in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I said, "Did you just get that out of the fridge?" He said, "No, mate. This is what you do. This is what you do. You leave it out all day and then you cook it. That's how I get them crispy edges."
That's how you get a good crust. And I have softened on this since.
So, yeah, because I was like, you're going to die.
A lot of people say half an hour. I just find that if I only leave my meat out for half an hour before cooking it, it's still, you can visibly see that when it hits the pan goes cold. But when I leave them out all day, like usually like 10 hours, you can really see that crust straight away. It's really quite nice. But yeah, I've softened on it now because that is not a popular opinion.
No, or yeah. The more you started when I spoke to you, like, yeah, of course, 18 hours or something.
It's because
and then by the end of the day of people talking about it, you're like, I don't think I can eat. I think I'm going to die.
It all started because of this butcher, right, who I used to work with at Coles. And I asked him once about how to do good pork crackling because me and my housemate Sam used to try and get the perfect pork crackling. And he just said to me, "Mate, you want the perfect pork crackling? The easiest thing to do is just take it out like a day before." And I said, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, just take your pork out before work and leave it on the bench. It'll do perfect crackling because it all goes dry in room temperature." And I tried it once and it was just perfect. So since then I've been like, okay, room temperature meat is the way to go. And maybe I've been pushing it a little too much, perhaps.
So now what are you doing? Just an hour?
Well, I was literally like, because what I do at home, right, is I take it out at like 9 a.m., then I go to work, get home at 6 o'clock, cook it. But on tour, I've been taking it out at 9 a.m., then coming home from work at 11:30 p.m. and cooking it. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you need to calm
So I've been
down.
taking it out at 3 p.m. instead.
Here's my story.
Yeah.
We're in Fortitude Valley in Brisbane, and we finish the show. It's about 10:39. I swing by and get a GYG, a Guzmani Gomez, and I'm waiting for my Guzmani Gomez, and then I see a man with a ponytail, and I go, I know that man's face. I say, "Are you a security guard for the venue we're at?" And he went, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, how you going?" And this is a person who at this point seen our show like 5 times.
5 times, yeah. Sure.
And I say to him, "You enjoying the show?" Oh, no, I said, "Are you sick of us yet?" And he looked back at me and said, "I was sick of you on the first night." I was sick of you on the first night.
That's so
And I went,
funny.
"Oh." And I was like, okay. And so I just kind of stopped talking to him. But then he's like, "Yeah, but I'm more into heavy metal, Slipknot, this, that." And I was like, okay. And then he's like, yeah. That's my scooter over there. And I was like, I wanted to say, man, you just told me that I'm bad and you don't like me. Why are you still talking? He talked to me for another 12 minutes of me just going, yeah, no, yeah.
That's so funny. It's so funny because most of the music venue people love us because we're so much less
clearly
work
not.
than bands usually.
Clearly not. He hated us. It's like, I'm been sick of you on Monday.
Oh my
but then
God.
proceeded to talk to me for 15 minutes.
That poor security guard, you really hurt him, Broden.
Well, the other nice thing is there's so many fans of the footy come through wearing their footy merch.
Yeah.
There was someone in the front row on Saturday night in a Nimbin Demons top. There's people in there, up in Brisbane, in their Brisbane gear.
Yeah.
People love the Lions up there. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. Someone said to me, we do a little talk to some VIPs before the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And someone said to me, "Tom, if you play one of your stings in the VIP, I'll give you $5."
Oh.
And I didn't see it till after the VIP.
Oh, that
which
would have
was
been a
sad.
racket.
I would have put it on for you.
Yeah, you could have played some stings. That would have been sick.
Yeah, next time.
But apart from that, it's all going. We're in Sydney this week, so come along and see the show.
In Sydney.
And also Polly Porridge from Sydney. People loved that show.
Oh, yeah,
It was
such a great
Did
chat.
you weren't in the room. Did you like
No,
that
no,
chat?
no, I really liked it. It was so good.
She's a gun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me that sting. That's our Tour Life wrap-up.
There's Saab, the man that lives in a garage.
Let's do the AFL round the ground. Well, let's go through the games of this weekend. Firstly, the quality is just so up every year. Exponential growth. And it is once again, I'm loving it so far. And I know that we're almost like 30% through the season, more like 20% through the season,
Yeah.
something like that.
Which comes up quick, hey?
Yeah. I've been absolutely loving all the games I've watched. So Essendon beat Richmond up at Dreamtime for the Dreamtime game in Darwin. All the players looked like they'd been dropped in a lake. It was just wet as. But friend of the pod, Georgia Nanscorn, who is one of the coolest vibe players in the AFLW, just got cool vibe, like cool red mop of curly hair.
Lord of the Rings.
What do you mean?
Remember we did the Lord of the Rings
Oh, yeah,
quiz?
you and her loved Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we got along like a house on fire, me and Georgia.
Yeah, you did. So she had an absolute day out, 27 disposals.
And
right?
I think has, from memory, every game this season so far. Like having an absolute fucking best and fairest type year is Georgia. Mm-hmm. And all because she came in our pod, obviously.
Amy, yeah, I think it helps, if I'm being honest. Tigers are cooked. Tigers, I mean, Paddy talked about it on Wednesday, but the Tigers, as a Tigers fan, he talked about his being worried about them.
Yeah, but then again, they kicked 310, right? So
Marnie and Paddy talked about, why they think they're so weird and off the kettle. They're 0-3. They were in the finals last year. They've dropped off. Poor old Tigers. They've got the D's next week.
Yeah, okay.
They also play Brisbane soon, and the Crows and the Roos. So they've got all of those teams.
So that's what happens with the W. You finish in the finals, and then you come up against all the tough teams.
Speaking of teams in tough situations, GWS had to play the Crows, who are obviously a powerhouse. Kawana, Crows, cruise past them. They had a really strong wind in the first quarter, and they kicked 31-1. 11 scoring shots to 1 in the first term.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And after that, it was just over.
Again,
that's what happens with these games. The wind, we've talked about it.
Someone wrote in and said that Anne Hatchard had like a massive cut on their eye and like had to, was like getting mad medical attention and then still came out and was best on ground. Like how sick's that?
Yeah, I can get around that.
Love that.
Secured a game. Yoroke blew a 3-goal lead right to Wallich Murrowa. So they were up. And then in the last quarter, Eagles kicked 32-1. So this is Daisy Pearce's Eagles of Wallich Murrowa for the week. The rise of Daisy Pearce's Eagles.
Yeah.
Watch Perth turn and start selling out Optus Stadium with this
100%.
team.
Because I think Daisy's already the most successful coach ever now, I think.
What do you mean?
I saw a thing on X about like, I think she might have 6 wins and the next best coach is like 5. And then the other 2 coaches had like 2 and 1 wins. That's unsubstantiated fact, but I'm pretty sure.
Are you saying though, like from a coach who's coached this many, she's got the highest win percentage?
No, I'm saying out of all coaches that have ever coached the Eagles, she's got the most wins.
Eagles coaches.
Sorry, not of all coaches. No. Which I think is just like, obviously they're growing and they're, a team that's started to grow. But also means that, she's already their best ever coach, which is cool.
First year Eagle player Kayla Dalgleish also kicked 2 last goal quarters. The Eagles are now in the top 8. Top 8 Eagles. I'm excited to see Perth get around them.
Yeah, 100%. Ella Roberts is so good. Absolutely tore about the Suns in round 1. And went on again.
How's this for a game? Geelong and Sydney down at GMHBA. Geelong kicked the first 3 in the start. It was like, all right, here we go. Geelong at home. Classic Geelong move. GMHBA. They're going off. But then Sydney, who are good. Sydney have arrived good stuff.
They got like great energy players.
And they're holding on to the win. By 5 points, they got it, right? That's a big win. Go down there and win by 5 points.
Absolutely.
Jackie Parry had a shot at the goal to tie for the Cats with 15 seconds in the game, but missed, like Collingwood did, from a tight angle on the right and the right-hand Zippy Fish, Ali Morfitt, Chloe Malloy, all awesome.
All guns. Yeah, I think Sydney's a huge vibe.
Yeah. Well, Henson Park and stuff. I'm really excited to see how it grows over the year.
But someone wrote in a Malacca and said that the food trucks at Henson Park were a Malacca, but didn't write anything more. So now I'm like...
For the GWS game yesterday?
Yeah, well, just in general, they wrote... Oh, well, yeah, it must have been the GWS game. You're right.
Yeah.
So I'm just like... so I need the gossip on that. I need more info. Is it shit?
Yeah. Yada Pulti, we talked about already.
Yep.
Put up the highest record for 24 hours.
Yep.
But, poor old Sunnies. We can't spend too much time on that. But apart from Matilda Scholz, who you talked about, and Gemma Horton, Hawthorn beat the Doggies at Whitten Oval, but then no goal was scored in the second half. Rough game there.
Yeah.
So, but my main question off this game, not being able to watch it, was how I thought the Hawks were really good.
I thought they were really good too, but maybe they're not.
Well, I don't know.
I think it's hard to get a bearing sometimes on who's good in the W because they don't play enough games and it's very zoned off. So the hard teams, so the good teams play all the good teams, right? So Hawthorn should have really put Doggies to bed because they finished really low last year. So
but grim.
Hard to get a read. Yeah, keep in mind you can criticise the lowest scoring of Hawks and Doggies. But on the same weekend, we had two massive world record goal scoring from Yarrapulti and from North Melbourne.
It is, yes,
shush.
there are low score games, but they're also the highest score games that we've ever had and is going in both ways.
Exactly. So shush.
Well said. And then the Pies and Ds we already talked about. Mm-hmm. Kangaroos just pumped while you look and put themselves at the top of and that's a big, travel to the other side of this country thing.
Insane. But also, like, Jazzy Garner was subbed out.
Left ankle injury. So, as Kate Mack has said, the best player in the league.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Marnie's been saying it for years,
and
right?
Marnie's been saying it as well, yeah. Jazzy Garner. And
no worries.
As we're sitting here, let's do a quick score check. I'm going to guess Brisbane are up by 140 points.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Not quite. Oh, my Lord.
Carlton are beating them. They've doubled their score as we sit here. We'll keep an eye on that as we continue to record. Marnie also wrote an article last week that is fascinating, like a proper scoop from Marnes. Yeah. I'm going to read the in short, right? So former Western Bulldogs AFLW coach Nathan Burke says the league blocked trades that did not benefit expansion clubs during his time as coach. So in his time, Burke said he had numerous trades that were vetoed by the league despite the two teams being involved in an agreement, and believes that the league's trade vetoes have played a role in the apparent competitive imbalance in the AFLW that saw 4 of 9 games in round 2 decided by 70 points or more. So the AFL was intervening and blocking trades.
It's so fucked up, man. And especially because so many powerhouse teams were the last to expand, right?
So you look at the ladder right now. You look at the ladder right now, and the bottom 2 teams are, unless it's changed since we've been recording,
GWS
Suns and
Suns.
GWS. Which is fascinating. But I didn't know they did that. I didn't know they.
No, that's incredibly crazy. But this is what I'm talking about, Broden.
Go and read the article as soon as you can. It's fascinating.
So the last 4 teams to come in, right? Mm-hmm. Were Essendon, Hawthorn, Port, and Sydney. So clearly, Sydney, Hawthorn, Essendon are all powerhouse clubs, right?
Yes.
So they've tried to reward them for being the last to jump on board the W and get good players to them. Because Essendon didn't heaps of players left to come to Essendon, like Bonnie Toogood and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy that, it's just insanity. That should be like the biggest scandal of all time.
Go and read that article. And that's the AFL. Chuck it on if you haven't this year, because the games have been fantastic and are getting tighter, and the quality is rising, and it's great. Give me that sting. Update number 2. How are you feeling now, sort of 2/3 in?
Yeah, look, I don't mind it. I think it's giving a curious energy to the pod.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel. Let's just see how we get to the end here. The finals, Tom, for the men's. We are here. This weekend, it's finals week. Can you smell it?
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited for it. I actually am not ready for it, though.
You're not ready?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually from now, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 sleeps.
Wow, that's crazy. Is that a Thursday night game?
Thursday night game.
Wow.
So these are the 4 games. Let's talk through them and put some, dramatic music under this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Crows, Collingwood, the Battle of the Birds, they call it.
Yeah.
At Adelaide Oval. They played the other week. It was dramatic.
It was, wasn't it? I feel like
immense fallout that we've talked about a lot.
Yep.
And they take on each other again.
Yeah.
And then Friday night at the MCG, Geelong, Brisbane, my favourite game of last year.
Yeah.
A return to the MCG where once a battle was held.
2 away teams.
2, yeah. And then Saturday at 3:15 at NG Stadium. We can't go.
We got to get there somehow.
We got to go.
We've got to get there.
We can go. It's only 1 kilometre from here, a short 9-hour drive in Sydney traffic.
How far is it actually?
Yeah, you can look it up while I'm saying it. GWS take on the Hawthorn Hawks at NG Stadium. Elimination final. Elimination.
Scary.
And then Saturday night, 7:30, Freo take on the Suns. How do you feel about this? What is the game of the round?
Well, I think that the double chances you just write off.
Do you really think that?
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
I think having been for the first time ever invested in a team that's about to play an elimination final, it pales in comparison to the other ones. You know what I mean? Like Giants and Hawks and Freo and Suns have so much riding on it.
Let me counter that, right?
Yeah, go.
History tells us, apart from last year,
Yeah.
that Giants, Hawks, Suns, and Freo won't win it.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
But even though Brisbane won it last year. So maybe that's just gone out the window, because when I look at these 8 teams who made it, none of them, I'm like, yep, you're going to win the flag.
No. It's pretty open.
Yes.
But I think that's what makes it, I feel like, in quotation marks, Adelaide, Collingwood, Cats and Brisbane are all boring. Because if they lose, they get a second chance and they're all good. Wow. We know they're great, you know?
Boring.
Whereas
you heard it here, everyone.
If Suns manage to win, that's so crazy and out there, which and so unexpected, right?
Yeah, yes, you're right. So I'm very fascinated by Hawks Giants. Really,
yeah. That's going to be a
both of those. It's like Doggies and Hawthorn last year at the MCG. Both of those teams, I'm very sad to see either of them go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Giants could win it if everything goes right, and Hawks are muckrakers.
Yeah. I have this new experience, right? Because the first time I've ever had a team in the finals, right? Because when I barracked for Hawthorn, it didn't count. I barely watched footy. It just feels so cruel and unfair and crazy that it comes down to one game.
Yeah, isn't it funny, right, that the whole year is built towards playing finals, and that's the mark of success. And it literally is one more game for two teams.
Yeah, and it really feels like the Suns will just lose and that'll be it. And I'll be like, wow, why was I waiting 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years for that? You know?
Yeah, it's so true. That's such a good point.
It's really like I'm feeling very puzzled, like internally about how I feel about the finals. And NG Stadium's only 23 minutes away, Broden, so we're going.
Okay, he's decided, but that's okay. Yes, I mean, there's a lot of water under that. Yes, we can. I think we can talk about it.
Yes, we'll get there.
Suns and Freo is also. I think you'll realise why finals are so cool and why it's cool watching your team in the finals as soon as this game starts. Yeah, because you'll feel the vibe of it. But I disagree with you on those top 4 games. Geelong and Brisbane. Geelong are really scared of Brisbane. Geelong aren't scared of many teams. They are such a well-run, high premium organisation, but they are afraid of Brisbane. They're Dangerfields and they're Jeremy Cameron. They don't like playing against them. No. They match up really well against them. Well. But Geelong at the MCG, Ollie Henry kicked a goal with 40 seconds left in that game last year.
What I will say is if Geelong beat Brisbane, then who's stopping them?
If Geelong beat Brisbane, and that is the other side of it. If Geelong win this game,
then they're my tip for the flag.
Yes, I agree.
GGs, see you later.
GGs.
See you next year.
GGs. See you next year. GGs. Good game, bro.
I'm signing off for the rest of the year.
Yeah. The other game is just as good, man. A couple of weeks ago, these two went head-to-head, and it was an absolute tussle.
As far as footy spectacle, I completely agree with you. I just want to be super clear on that.
Yeah.
Yes, these are the games that'll be high-octane, incredible games.
If Collingwood win this game, what do you think? What do you think of Collingwood?
I cannot see them winning, but if they do, then I have to give them a
You don't think they could win this game?
No,
I think they go in favourites, man.
Really?
Yeah. Just something in my gut tells me Collingwood are favourites in this Thursday night game.
I don't think Collingwood have been very good for the last 8 weeks.
Show me the stats.
Those
Prove to me
they lost?
They lost 5. They lost 5 from 7.
Yeah, I just haven't been very good. So if they come out and win, then we have to take them dead serious. But also, Adelaide haven't played finals for 8 years, so Adelaide might just choke.
It's a scary game for both of them, right? For the Crows, it's a banana peel game.
Yeah,
but then for Pies, it's kind of a free hit for Pies, actually.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's why I'm saying. That's what my point about it being boring is. It's if you lose, you're still in it. So it sort of takes the pressure off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if Pies go out in straight sets, that'll be funny as.
Yeah, these are... And then the Suns Freo game, as I sit here and think about it, I honestly go, I really hope Suns bring an effort. If it's just a blowout, that would be so tragic.
Yeah, and I could see it happen. I could see it going both ways, to be honest, because I really don't know my club that well, and I really don't know Freo that well. That's the thing about Flake Mantle and Flake Suns. They really could both show up to win and be an incredible game, or they could both just either or could just not show up.
Truly is the battle of the flags.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
It truly is a battle of flags.
And if Freo beat Suns by 80, I won't take much stead in that. I won't be like, well, they're definitely going all the way. I'll just be like, yeah.
Yeah.
And same if the Suns beat them and then we come against Collingwood. I won't be like, Suns are a real chance. I'll be like, yeah. No.
Did you see the reports that Ken Hinkley has been offered a job from Hawthorn?
As what, like head of footy or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that. You're not flying, then working at Hawthorn.
Yeah. It just shows that, I think
Simon Goodwin's been offered a gig from GWS and Sydney.
Really?
Both of them.
To do what?
Coach.
Oh, interesting. I won't make any rude jokes about our
He's a good
friend
coach,
Simon.
I think. If Melbourne was a better run club, then maybe he would have been able to coach better.
He's a good people person at least. You could have him in as head of culture or something,
That's right. And just Sydney get all the good. They've got Leon Cameron there. They put around good coaches. He's a premiership coach, mate. You know what I mean? They are the 4 finals games. I am so jacked for them. Give me that. Give me a real rev up sting.
Show me the fucking fight!
And give me headlines.
Oh, Dad didn't write any headlines.
That's right. We're just going to do them off the top of the dome.
I'm so sorry.
We're going to do them off the top of the dome because it's
Okay.
time for headlines. What do you think the headlines are going to be this week?
First of all, Nick Dacos wins Brownlow.
Not this week.
Isn't that tomorrow?
It's the week of the grand final.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've been so excited to watch the Brownlow tomorrow.
It's not on. How would you have just turned the TV on and just sat and wait till it came on?
Well, we have a show tomorrow night. But
You
I
would
was
have been
really-
watching home and away.
I was really excited to watch Nick Dacos win the Brownlow.
No, it's grand final week,
well,
remember?
they should do it this week.
Well, okay. Well, who you want to talk to about that? You want to talk to Andrew Dillon about that, do you?
Yeah, because it's like, apart from the awesome week of W, it's been quite fresh air.
What I hope for this week is that all of the shows are just talking about the strategy of the 4 games.
Okay.
And because that is one of the best parts about the finals is because there's, if you're talking about the finals, there's 4 games as opposed to the 9.
Yeah.
And there's a bit more time and effort put towards, if this team goes this way, this is what they'll do, and this week and that week.
No sideshows.
No side shows.
Yeah.
That would be my hope.
Pure footy.
But you know what it's going to be?
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about all the players that are retiring. There's going to be a lot more talk about the retiring players.
Even there was a few delistings that a few people are upset about. Eddie Ford at North and a few going around.
And now there's going to be a lot more trade talk. Get ready for the trade talk.
Yeah, should we? There's a couple of massive ones thrown around. Even today there was one crazy one that was announced. Did you see it?
No.
Who was it? A very good player. Yes, it's on my Malakas for later, but we'll go now. Jordan Ridley's asked for a trade, which is Essendon's best player by far. And I say, go for it, son. Get out of that awful club. Jordan Ridley, you're welcome at the Suns anytime, mate.
Wow.
I'll trade you Matt Rao.
It is a hard one, isn't it, with players like Oscar Allen and stuff, because you get that you need to get out of a place where you've just had a miserable time, but then also they need you so badly.
I know. Same with Jordan Ridley. Like the difference when they're in Essendon when he's playing, when he's not, whether he gets a 1 disposal or 30 is like massive. So I think he's so important.
I will say I would like in a headline to be some Melbourne news, even though our CEO has started doing press conferences and said it'll be announced grand final week.
Sure.
That'll be a bummer. I want to know now.
There's no other coaches now, are there?
One coach got sacked this year.
Yeah, wow. That's like, feels like that bucked a trend almost.
Well, yeah, Hinkley is obviously not coaching anymore, but
No.
only one coach was sacked.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's some good headlines.
Yeah.
Now give me your Malakas.
All right, here we go, guys. Get ready for a bloody great Malacca. So, here was a good thing I saw on X, and I didn't write down who said it, but it really resonated with me and really annoyed me. So, some people on X were going the low scoring of the Dogs-Hawks W game, which I think is warranted and fair. They didn't score for a half, right? But I think if you're going to criticise that in the same breath, you have to acknowledge that North kicked the highest bag ever, and Yarrapulti also did that in the same weekend. So,
Well, say that, as you said a little earlier, what other Malakas?
not bringing your steaks to room temperature. We discussed it earlier, but a lot of people wrote in to tell you that. Hey, Jazzy Garner getting injured, like I hope, really deserves to get the MVP 1 year. So
It's an ankle. It's not like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm hoping that it's not like a very, very, very serious thing. Maybe it's a rolled ankle.
yeah, I hope not, because the shame about W is even if it's 2 or 3 weeks, that knocks Jazzy out of MVP conversation,
Yes.
which is so awful, Gorn not captain of the AA is very, very bad. Now, here's the most important Malacca of the week, Broden. Did you read about
Yes.
Grundy's brother?
Yes, he won Dream Team.
Yeah, he won AFL Fantasy.
What is the prize for that?
$70,000. and they said, "Get fucked, your brother's Brody Grundy, you can't have it."
What benefit possibly could Brody Grundy being your brother give you to fantasy, AFL fantasy?
Unless he traded Brody in when he went on that massive tear, or unless he knew a Sydney Swans player in particular was changing position. But I don't think, nothing comes to mind that would have been game-changing. I think Brody Grundy's brother is just a gun at AFL fantasy, and I think it's a rot.
Surely, that's criminal.
Yeah, some people in the comments are saying that Brody Grundy could probably sling him 50k and not feel too much lighter in the pocket. So
Yeah.
maybe he could do that. But that really got my sherb up because I feel bad
Got
for
your
Brody
sherb
Grundy's.
up.
Yeah, I feel bad for Brody Grundy's brother. You know?
No, very fun. And what are your Suvalakis?
So I'm covering ground here again, but Jordan Ridley, so happy he's getting out of the
No, you got to stop. No, poor old Bombers.
No, they
Poor old Bombers.
it's their own list management, their own choices, their own drafting, you know. So I think if Jordan, you want out, I back you. Matilda Scholz is such a joy to watch. 3 or 4 people wrote in about how good it was to watch.
What
Matilda
a great
Scholz.
name as well, Matilda Schultz.
Yes, Pies versus D's. I think we have a lot of D's fans.
Yes, we do.
And a lot of them wrote in and just said
The more
Pies
the
versus
merrier.
D's was so much fun. Just the ruse, man. Like I don't think While You're Up is a bad team, and what they did to them today is just they're next level. I really feel like there might be 3 rungs of team in the AFLW, which is a lot of great normal teams, some really bad teams like Suns and GWS,
Yes.
and then at the very top, North and maybe Brisbane, maybe Melbourne, but no, probably just North.
At the moment, yeah, they could most likely go back to back. Do you know what's scary?
Yeah.
The D's do not play North.
Yeah, because you guys were much lower last year.
Yeah, we
weren't you?
finished in the bottom 10.
Isn't that crazy?
September 14, the game to watch at Springfield is in Ipswich is North versus Brizzy. So that you're going to get that top tier game. But apart from that, North have Essendon, they have Carlton, they have Collingwood. They like in the regular season, North have Richmond. They obviously play the Crows and stuff, but they've got some easy teams as well. Some wonderful Suvas, Tom.
Thank you, mate.
And another wonderful episode. This is the bed edition, as Tom and I... Can I get your review on doing the podcast from bed?
Little uncomfortable in the back, I find.
Yeah.
You've propped yourself up better than I have. I'm sort of a little awkward here.
Yeah, your lower back is much lower than mine.
Yeah. But it feels more informal,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah, nice. Well, I'm glad you got through it. And it's another wonderful episode. If you'd like to listen to this in bed, we'd encourage you to get comfy in bed and have a listen to this in bed. But if you're also going about your day, that is also fine. The most important thing is that you enjoy the footy. And we've loved spending some time with you today. So why don't you support the W, go watch those finals teams, do a great job at your schooling or work, but most importantly, bounce that pill.